All right, man, we back. Morrissey Sports Talk. Let's talk about the Colts traveling to Detroit in the Ford Field to take on the Detroit Lions. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. We got Phillip Rivers, who was damn near 40 years old, still balling. That draft class was amazing. Eli just retired. Ben Roethlisberger still going. I think the Steelers are the best team in football. But the Colts are, a solid football team. They're 4-2. They're right in the thick of things in the AFC South. Obviously, the Houston Texans haven't done so well, and the Jaguars are the Jaguars. But the Jags did beat the Colts week 1. I think it was down to the wire. So I've been kind of following the Colts a little bit, but let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. And when you look at the Colts, they lost Pierce Campbell. I think he will be back. Ohio State. We got a lot of great players coming out of Ohio State. I hate to say that, but then also you got Pierce Campbell, the receiver, who kind of injured him. One of the things about the Colts that's not so good is simply that Phillip Rivers, has thrown 7 touchdowns, 6 picks. He has a 93 rating, though, throwing for over 1,500 yards. But the issue is he hasn't formed a rapport with T.Y. Hilton, and Andrew Luck loves some T.Y. Hilton. All right, I think even Jacoby Brissett done well with T.Y. Hilton. So the reason why the Lions have a chance against the 4-2 Colts are not because the Jags beat them and they was healthy versus when they beat us, when we beat them, or just because the Bengals jumped out to a huge lead and they could have beat them. It's simply because Phillip Rivers is the only thing holding this team back in injuries. Had they had a quarterback like Andrew Luck in there, they might be 6-0. Luck was a phenomenal talent. You just don't find those guys off the street. But Phillip Rivers is doing just good enough just to save his job. I do think Jacoby Brissett should get another chance, but Phillip Rivers just simply doesn't have an arm. And when you come into this league, like Drew Brees and Phillip Rivers, you don't have the best arm. It's pretty much hard to survive until you're 40 years old with a noodle arm. But you look at him, Marlon Mack is injured, but they drafted Jonathan Taylor. I loved him coming out of Wisconsin. He's doing pretty well there. They have some injuries, though. A few guys had non-related injuries, just rest. Justin Houston, a few other guys. Darius Leonard did finally return to practice, so that's a problem. He's probably their best defender. Malik Hooker, he blew his Achilles out a while ago, and he played 2 games this year. Who else we got there? They traded for DeForest Buckner. He got 2.5 sacks this year already. And they got Xavier Rhodes, who I guess he's doing pretty well. Their defense is great. He was getting torched last year in the Vikings. I don't know if he's doing well or not over there, but the Colts got a really good, solid defense. You know what I'm saying? Phillip Rivers is the only thing that's really holding them back in some injuries. So, Darius Leonard returned to practice. Mo Ali Cox, he one of the 2 tight ends they like. Him and Jack Doyle, he kind of injured as well too. But, when you look at this football team, what's their coach? Frank Weiss, forget his name. Well-coached football team. Darius Leonard, DeForest Buckner in the front end makes them really dangerous. Justin Houston still getting it done. I know he's sick to get that championship with Kansas City, but, you look at their defense, one of the best defenses in the league. So they must be doing something right. Offensively, T.Y. Hilton is still a beast. It's just that him and Phillip Rivers ain't really forming that rapport. And probably one of the issues with that is T.Y. is really a deep threat, and Phillip Rivers don't have the biggest arm. So I think it is to a point where they might need to think about putting Jacoby Brissett in there. But other than that, no Pierce Campbell. They still got Zach Pascal, got the tight end. So it's really, really solid football team. And, you look up how they match up with us, it really boils down to our defense versus Phillip Rivers and their defense versus Matthew Stafford. And our defense has been, pretty much excelling. So, over the last few weeks, we've had a lead versus every team we played. In actuality, we should be 3-3. In actuality, we should at least be 4-2 and beat the Chicago Bears, but they beat the Bears, we didn't. And that's just our fault for not getting the job done and closing the deal. But when you look at them, I like to get both perspectives. They offense versus our defense. Really, for our defense, it's really not a lot of short stuff. Force, Phillip Rivers to throw down the field, but from their perspective, from Phillip Rivers looking at our defense, maybe Coleman come back with a little bit more healthier. But they've been playing well, so you just got to look at what Hewlin and what Patricia been doing. You're not going to get the same, man defense and up front with no pressure. Now you're getting stunts. Now they dropping defensive linemen into coverage. Now they doing twists and they blitzing and stuff of that nature. So what Phillip Rivers got to go on is, really 2 weeks of film of what the Lions been doing lately. And that's zone blitzing, cover 2, playing some more coverage, blitzing, man blitz. So Really, it boils down, can he pick up the defense, and then the defense that he ain't seen in the NFL, being in the league so long. And what it really match up with is, can he get a rapport with T.Y. Hilton and Zach Pascal? Zach Pascal is really good in the slot. And can the Lions continue to defend the tight end well? And if they could take away the run with Jonathan Taylor and, keep T.Y. Hilton from taking the top off, it'd be an issue. And if I was the Colts, I look at ways to get T.Y. Hilton the ball where he can make some explosive plays after the catch in the screen game, slant game. Put him in situations where Phillip Rivers can get him on the run. We can get some plays after the yards after the catch if he can't really stretch the field. But really what the Colts got to get going is Jonathan Taylor, run the ball, play action, and hopefully get some good matchups underneath with T.Y. Hilton and Zach Pascal and Mo Ali Cox playing Jack Doyle. Then that's their best way to win is, grind the clock. You can't go point for point with Stafford. With Galley playing the way he playing, grind the clock, run the ball, play action, and that's how they're going to beat the Lions. You look at their defense, one thing you got to say is, this is an equal opportunity offense. I was looking at the Steelers situation. They had around 15 targets to Juju Smith and Deontay Johnson, the receiver out of Toledo University. They had over 30 attempts between the two. The Steelers abused their best players. The Lions are equal opportunity. They don't call, a play for Hockenson to catch 10 to 15 balls, no matter how much he improved. They don't call, for, Galley to get 10 or 15 targets a game. Everybody get pretty much the same. Hockenson might get 4 or 5. Galley might get 6. Amendola might get 3 or 4. Jones can get anywhere from 5 to 7 targets a game. So when you look at the Lions, even DeAndre Swift, who was their second leading receiver, you never know who the ball going to. So you can put Xavier Rhodes on, whoever you want to, or your best corner on whoever you want to. The issue with us is it's an equal opportunity offense. I don't like it. I like when you abuse your best receivers and force defenses to roll coverage or stack the back the box for your best back. But what the Colts got to do is stop the run. Hopefully they give a whole bunch of meaningless carries to Adrian Peterson. You don't have to worry about him breaking for a long run at this point in the season, and stop the run and play defense, and hopefully defense will hold Stafford and Phillip Rivers can get the job done. But the Colts are a really, really solid football team, but what's holding them back is the quarterback position. I think it's almost time for them to make that change to Jacoby Brissett and see what they got going on. Phillip Rivers just doesn't have the arm to stretch the field. And when we talking about what the Lions need to do defensively, is squeeze. Squeeze them. You don't have to worry about this dude stretching the field. Pressure him. He ain't going to move off the spot. He don't have a great pocket or great mobility. Pressure him all day. Force Phillip Rivers to get the ball out of his hands, and hopefully your DBs can make plays. And also force him to throw where you got to have a lot of arm strength and timing. He don't have great timing with T.Y. Hilton, a great arm strength to get them the ball. What you do is, you squeeze, you make him throw outside the numbers. You shade him on the inside. Make him go outside the number. Make him throw the 9, the skinny post. Make him throw the comeback. Make him throw outside the hashes, and the ball not going to come there. Hopefully the DB can recover and make a play on the ball. But you want to stop that run at first. And what you want to do is, make Phillip Rivers throw outside the hashes and throw down the field. Take away the short stuff. Wrap up. Stop the pass catcher from getting yards after the carry. Also, you see a situation. You got to stop Jonathan Taylor. If he run wild, you pretty much have no chance because they're going to play action and do the razzle dazzle as well too. So, for the Lions, it's really about stopping the run. Same thing every week. Pressuring Phillip Rivers, making him move off the spot and move his feet and sacking him, and really forcing him to throw down the field. You know what I'm saying? Throw outside the numbers. Test his arm strength. He don't have the greatest arm, and gap discipline is going to be a key. Covering the receivers. Shading them to the inside. In my opinion, don't let T.Y. get him on the drags, the shallow crosses, the slant routes, the post routes. Make him throw down the field, outside the hashes, and I guarantee you have a great game plan. Blitz, stunts, blitz up the middle. He can't move. If you can collapse the pocket on Phillip Rivers and he get the ball in his hand, he gonna throw it to you. He threw 6 picks already throughout the season. They have 6 games. He got 6 picks coming into this game. So you pressure him, and your DBs is able to get the interceptions. Should be a good game. You don't got to spy him. Not dealing with a guy who can move in the pocket with pocket mobility like Drew Brees. But you look at this. We look at this for the defense. When you look at it, it's gap discipline, stop the run, pressure the passer, and make them throw outside the hashes and make them prove that he still got the zip on his arm. If you pressure him and move him off the spot, guarantee you he don't have the arm to get it to the receiver. So that's what it's about, defensively, and also special teams gonna play a key. We need Matt Prater to start making kicks. Don't miss no kicks. Don't miss no extra points. We need something from the return game. It might be some time to change for the return game. Agnew not give you nothing offensively, never gave you nothing defensively, and right now he ain't give you nothing in the return game. Do we have another athlete on the team that can, catch, punch, and return? We traded Ty Johnson, Huntley, got rid of Ty Johnson, got rid of Huntley, and got rid of Ty Johnson. So we need somebody that can return punts. And to be honest, you traded two of your backup kick returners, but special teams is gonna be a key as well too. But he's done the coach from Cincinnati's done an amazing job with our special teams unit. So that's something to look at. Our punter is probably one of the best players on the team. Prater need to get his job, get it together, or he's gonna be finding another franchise to be kicking for. Or he's gonna be back at home drinking beers. But remember, they got that contest going on. Whoever kicked the longest field goal this year win free beer for their city. So we need Prater to start kicking some of them long field goals. If you guys like beer, I'm not really a beer drinker. But offensively, let's see what the Lions need to do. Really, a guy, you got two in the season, Xavier Howard. You know him. If you own Kenny Galladay, you got a great matchup. But really this week, what it's about for the Lions is less carries for Peterson. Keep carrying on where he at. Okay. And really, if Bo Scarborough is healthy, it's about Bo. And it's about Bo complimenting DeAndre Swift. Swift should get the most targets. He should get targets. He should get the most carries. He shouldn't have 10 carries and Peterson have 11 carries. Man, it's time to turn it up. We trying to win. All right. Swift need to have 15, 20 carries and another 5 to 10 touches out the backfield or targets. He the only guy that we playing consistently now that can break the top off the defense and get big yardage. So when you look at this matchup today, you like Kenny Galladay. Nobody can defend him out there. TJ Hockenson, another good matchup. Can Darius Leonard and that linebacker core hold him? Who knows? And it's about Swift. Once again, they should have the most targets. Everything else should be secondary. Danny Amendola, Marvin Jones. It's time to phase them out. Phase in Hall, phase in Swift, phase in Hockenson, and phase in Galladay. You got great matchups this week with Galladay and Swift. Let's expose it. Let's go out and get Galladay 10 or 12 targets. Let's go out there and get Hockenson 10 or 12 targets. Let's get Swift 20, 25 touches, from the backfield and coming out the pass. That's what it's about this week. It's about forming a game plan around your best players. Forget the Joneses, forget the Amendolas. Let's get the best players involved. And let's run the ball with consistency. Let's throw the ball to our playmakers and our game breakers. What was the point of, drafting Hockenson at 7 and drafting Swift at the top, damn near the top of the second round, if you're not going to utilize them and abuse them? So if Daryl Bevel want to win this game, it's time to, put more Hall in and put your young guys in, put them out there and premier them. So it'll be a good game. You got Leonard, you got DeForest Buckner. So we got to do a good job on the inside. Hopefully Frank Ragnow a little bit healthier. They got a great offensive line. Our offensive line is really solid this year. So offensively, it's just about abusing your big three. Hockenson, Swift, and Galladay, and getting some more Marvin Hall in. Less Agnew, less Jones, less Amendola. But that's just my opinion about the whole thing. But Marvin Jones might have a good game as well too. But we got to see. To be honest, this is a good football game. We at home. We got 3-3. It was a step up. The Jags to the Falcons, and now the Falcons to the Colts. You got a quarterback who arm not getting no healthier, not getting no stronger. If the Lions really want to make a statement that they're here to stay, it's a great way to beat the Colts. Great win for the team. I think next week they go to Minnesota or something like that. So to be honest, I got the Lions winning the game. I got them winning 27-23. I think they win by 4. I think they cover the bet. I'll do the bet odds later on this week. I think they beat the Colts at home. I think Phillip Rivers trending down. I think Stafford arm is big. If they lose this game, it could be the difference between being buyers at the trade deadline and being sellers. Everson Griffin won't play, but they didn't have too many injuries on the injury list as well too. True Fox still on there, but yeah, I see a situation where the Lions got a great game. They got a Colts team that's kind of wounded a little bit. They is getting Leonard back, no Hooker, so no Marlon Mack, and got to face 2 of their better players. So see the Lions clicking it out 27-23 or, something like that. And I think they get the win at Ford Field on Sunday. Don't forget you can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. If you ever have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, or video request, just want to chop it up. Twitter's the fastest way to Facebook than Instagram. Really on Instagram. In addition to that, if you want to advertise your business on the channel, let me know. I got good rates for business owners. If you want to reach a broader audience in Detroit, if you want to reach a broader audience around the world, just hit me up. I got another channel that got more subs and, a lot of international appeal. But other than that, want to make a donation, just share the video for your boy. Best way to donate, share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Want to make a financial donation, Cash App is CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Let me know what you guys think. Like the Lions 27-23 over the Colts. One time for the one time.